Do you have sheets that have peeled? I've purchased 2 sets of 2000 count sheets and both sets have peeled. These are actually a heavenly green colour. This doesn't do justice to the colour of these sheets. I've purchased 2 sets and both have peeled. After doing a fair bit of research, I found that razors are too rough on them. Pumice stones are way too rough on them. So I've come up with my own method, which is basically this, a knife. I've put them onto my ironing board. As you can see, it's a pretty old ironing board. And if you keep them tight on the ironing board, and in this case, this one has been peeled. It had quite a lot of pilling on it, particularly in the middle wear area here where we lay our little heads at night. And you keep it very, very firm and straight on the ironing board. And you get the knife, you put your hand on here and keep it really, really firm. You may need 2 hands. It's a bit hard when I'm holding handheld phone. And you basically keep the blade very flat. Now this knife is actually fairly well sharpened, and you basically move it across. And as you move it across, you'll hear it. It picks up the pilling. There is no pilling on this one. I've done this one already. And when you go around to the areas on the edges, you've got to be very, very careful because they're obviously a little bit more susceptible. I didn't have any tears or any nicks or anything like that. I was very, very careful. And I found this was a really fast method to clean up all the pilling on it. Found it was very successful. What I did later was I actually popped it onto cold into the dryer, and it picked up any loose pilling. The other thing you could do is to run a lint brush over it, and I found it was really good. Now this had a lot of pilling. Now you can see that there's a little bit of pilling here, just here on it, and how I would do that is I would just get it like that. It's a bit hard to do with only one hand, and I would just run it very, very flat. And that would pick all that up, which it has done. You probably can't see that, it's so minuscule, but you can see there's a little bit of pilling there. And I'll be very careful on those edges. You can see it's rubbing it off, but I'm not going to go too hard there because I would normally have one extra hand there. I haven't really done this little edge here, but you can see it's pushing it to the edge there. It's quite successful. I tried a lot of other ways to do it on the first set. You can see it's bringing it off really quickly. But you can imagine if you did that on a whole sheet, which I'm about to do on the other sheets, it's a really good method, really quick. And I hate the feeling of those scratchy little burrs under your feet at night. And I hope this works for everyone else. I haven't put anything on YouTube before. If I'm able to put some extra pictures, I will. And I hope it works for you. Thanks very much. Bye.